comes up. Goes into his stall and the light is blinking. So Western Empire from barrier 1. All eyes on the returning favourite. They're off and they're racing. He came out okay. Capital Flight, Man Crush, Snow Dome, Kripolenko all with speed. Capital Flight pushing up just behind them. Boots Like Bruce followed further back by Goes Two Walks. And Western Empire drifted back after the start. Outside of that pair next of all is Almighty Class. So 3 deep but allowed to stride forward by Watson from Rope Them In. There followed a length and a half Saloon Bar, then Hot Zed, who's 3 deep near the tail. Rock and Rupert over on the inside. Near enough to last. Snow Dome led them at the 500. Here on the Colonel Reeves, Snow Dome had the neck arched and led Man Crush. Kripolenko third. Out 4 wide coming to the turn. Almighty Class. Over on the inside then Boots Like Bruce. Capital Flight in the middle as they turn for home. Followed then by Rope Them In, who's about to peel to the outside. Western Empire back behind them, not getting a lot of room. Snow Dome's the leader. Almighty Class, and now Rope Them In is starting to gather them up very quickly. Rope Them In. He dashed up. Western Empire gets a late run, but the Birds flowing, and Rope Them In won the Colonel Reeves. Rope Them In beat Western Empire. Third home Saloon Bar, who made up many lengths. They were followed by Rock and Rupert. Almighty Class peaked on his run, so did Snow Dome. Behind them Hot Zed, Boots Like Bruce, Capital Flight, Goes Two Walks. Further back is Kripolenko, and trailing them home at the tail end of the field, Man Crush. Rope Them In. Shooter McGruddy has won the Colonel Reeves Stakes. Number 10, Rope Them In. Sean McGruddy for Steve Wolf has taken out the Group 3, Colonel Reeves from Western Empire, who looked most unlucky, getting held up and trying to build into the race, unable to do so until it was all over. Saloon Bar running on to grab third, and Almighty Class, Rock and Rupert fought out fourth placing, and that did go the way of Almighty Class after tramping deep in running. 10-1-7-8, the interim placings, 10-1-7-8. They've stopped the clock at 103.53, home in 34.06, 3/4 and a length and a half. The margins, Rope Them In, back today. First up winner, beaten a length and a half, Almighty Class at its most recent run. And today switched right back on here by trainer Steve Wolf with the weight relief right down back to 55. Shooter McGruddy in the saddle, and Rope Them In for a strong group of Carbine Club members here in WA has taken out the Colonel Reeves. Part owned by Steve Wolf, Reggie Webb, Jose Monterrubio, T. Fassam, Artan, Leith Putland, Ann Jones, Brad Willison, Gary Dickey, Noel Carter, also PN Carter, and the Circle of Trust Syndicate managed by Peter Kerr. And that's 7 wins now from 15 for Rope Them In, who delivers a fine victory this afternoon, beating the favourite Western Empire by Ifraj, Grant, Alana Williams, Willie Pike, not getting a lot of luck. And third home, number 7 Saloon Bar by Sessions out of Paris Cracker, Steve Parnham for Dan Morton. So Shooter McGruddy won this race back in 2019 on Durandell. Also successful on the Rising for Trevor Andrews back in 2014, and has had overall a pretty good run in the Colonel Reeves over the years. So he racks up another one this afternoon, Shooter McGruddy. Coming back, and we'll take you down to Lockie Taylor in a few moments with race 6, the Tab Touch WA Champion Filly Stakes. Next of the Group 3s over 1,600 for the 3-year-old fillies, and there are no scratchings as we head down to Lockie Taylor, who does the meet and greet with popular trainer Steve Wolf after the victory of Rope Them In.
Thanks, Darren. Wolfie, Rope Them In. You've always believed in this horse. The blinkers went on. What made you go to the blinkers for this Group 3 feature?
Well, we've been having a bit of a lean run. Sean come down the other day. I've always thought he was 1,200, 1,100. He thought he was a mile early. Look, you know, everything was going his way. He's a genuine horse, and I thought if we're going to be amongst the big boys, we better pull out all stops today. He's a really nice horse, and you know, hadn't had much luck this time in, but the 3 deep line, beautiful ride, well trained, and away we go. But on the lighter note, Mackie, I like this. I give my old mate Noel Carter a kiss. He said, I'd rather never win another race and be kissed by you again.
Well, I'm scared to know what will happen tonight, Wolfie, but This horse, is it all guns blazing towards the Winterbottom Stakes in a couple of weeks' time now?
I would think so. That was always the plan to come back here. If he didn't do this, he was just going to be sneak around the edges and perhaps go to the into the other one, the Gold Rush. But no, look, he's a genuine horse. Probably a short course horse. The weight might slow him down, but he has got a turn of foot, and I don't have to do much with him now, do I?
Racing.com coverage down in Albany. Do you have a winner in the last 4 races?
Well, there's one there that worked with this horse the other day, but I can't tell you what it was.
Come on, we'll get that out of you a bit later. Well done on the win.
He's a gate deceiver. It's a horse called Avoidance, and I thought we'd win the first, which we didn't. We won the second, and from there on, it's hard work. It doesn't matter when you win them here. That's only a training complex.
Avoidance sounds like a plan. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Steve Wolf. Here's Shooter McGrady.
Sean McGrady, we've always known that this horse was very, very sharp, but with a set of blinkers on and the weight probably more importantly coming off his back, we saw him today.
Yeah, I think it's those things, but I think it's more so the genuine speed. The races he's been in, like, you know, the trainers try and get as many wins as you can out of him without throwing away points, but this horse has been looking for a better horse's race. The races he's been in, there's been no speed. He's drawn well, or he's had a lot of weight where you don't want to get back. But there's just been no genuine speed, so up in grade, although it looked like he was out of his depth, I always knew that that's just what he was looking for.
Wolfie gave himself a rap for the training performance. What sort of ride did you give him?
Yeah, I knew I'd get that sort of run, and it suits the way the track's been playing. I've never seen it so biased to be 3 deep with cover and out wide working, but we're always going to get that run from that barrier today, so I was quietly confident.
About 3 deep wide cover for a filly like Earthstorm.
Yeah, that'll be the go. I'll probably be following Ron's final flutter, so hopefully he can take me to the race, and one would think that it will.
Sounds like you've got a Winterbottom ride now.
Yeah, well, it was Red Cam Man, but it might be this guy, but I think this guy will be even better next year, so hopefully he can stay in one piece till then as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's Sean McGrady combining with his old mate Steve Wolf and rope them in to take out the Colonel Reeves Stakes. We're now off to the 4th at Albany.